In this video, we're going to learn how to use a graphing utility to graph a scatter plot. But first, we're going to graph one by hand and then compare it and see how it compares. So in this example, we have a number of employees E in thousands in dentist offices in the United States from 2004 through 2013 are shown in the table, where T represents the year. So we're going to sketch a scatter plot of the data. So if we look, our years start at 2004 and then go to 2013. So as we begin, we will probably want to skip to the year 2000. And then we can count by one. So 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Perfect. And as we see, our employees goes from 760 to 870. So we'll probably also need to skip ahead and start at 700. And let's count by 20s here. So 720, 740, 760, 780, 800. And then 820, 840, 860, 880, 900. And we're plenty. So let's go ahead and we're now going to make our points. So at 2004, we have about 760. So here's 2004, 700, 720, 740, 760. So here's our first point. In 2005, we had 774, so that's going to be about part way. In 2006, we had 786, so almost, oops, so a little bit farther. Oops, there we go. In 2007, we had 808. In 2008, we had 818. In 2009, we had 818. In 2010, we had 828. In 2011, we had 844. In 2012, we had 854. And in 2013, we had 870. And so this is our scatter plot by hand. So now let's try that with our graphing utility. So the first thing that we're going to want to do with our graphing calculator is we're going to hit the Stat button. Then we're going to go to Edit, and we're going to input our table. So hit Enter on Edit. Now if there's stuff that's already in there, you're going to arrow up, and then you're going to hit Clear, and then hit Enter. And do the same thing for the other list. Hit Clear, and then hit Enter. And now we're going to input our table. So we're going to put in 2004, 2005, all the way until we get to 2013. And you just want to double check and make sure that all of your values are correct. And then arrow over to your second list and put in the employee values that correspond with each of the years. So we're going to put in our 760 for 2004 and 774 for 2005. And we'll just continue to put those in. And then of course you're going to check your values and make sure that they are correct. Now for the next step, you're going to want to make sure that your stat plot is on. So to do that, we're going to go to second y equals, and that takes us to our stat plot menu, and we'll see that the 1 is off. Plot 1 is off. So we're going to hit Enter, and then we're going to hit Enter on top of the word on to turn it on. Then we're going to go ahead and hit Graph. Oh, we've got some equations in there. So if that happens, you need to go into your y equals, and you need to make sure there are no equations in there. You hit Graph again. And the reason we can't see our stat plot is because this is looking at a window that's a 10 by 10. and this doesn't match our information, our data. So we're going to go to Window, and we're going to change those values. So we had a minimum of 2,000 for our X value and a maximum of 2,013. So we'll do 2,015, give ourselves some wiggle room, and we'll count by ones. Now our Y minimum that we used was 700, and the maximum was 900, and we counted by 20s. So now that we have that in, we're going to hit Graph, and now here we can see our scatter plot, and we see that that matches the scatter plot that we made by hand very nicely. And so that is how you can make a scatter plot using a graphing utility, just by following these 3 steps right there.